Pin-straight hair. This is the overachiever of the hair world. Sleek, shiny, and permanently unbothered. The follicles are perfectly round and shoot straight out of the scalp, which means oil slides down them like it's on a slip and slide. That's why people with this hair can skip conditioner, skip wash day, and still look like a walking shampoo ad. Zoom in with a microscope and you'd see the hair equivalent of glass, cuticles stacked so tight they could probably repel Wi-Fi. That ultra-smooth surface reflects light perfectly, giving it that just got a blowout shine 24/7. The follicles grow straight, not curved, so the strands grow faster and stay stronger. Basically, your hairline's running a speed and shine monopoly. Hidden advantage? It's practically weatherproof. Frizz can't get a grip, humidity can't compete, and the hair barely breaks. Evolutionarily, straight hair likely developed in colder climates where ventilation mattered. Think of it as early human air conditioning. So yes, your great-great ancestors survived the Ice Age with better hair than most influencers. Thick straight hair. This is straight hair but on protein powder. Every strand is thicker, heavier, and built like rebar. The follicles still grow straight, but the diameter's so wide it practically has its own zip code. You could curl it, bleach it, and commit multiple styling crimes, and it would still look fine. Because oil travels slower down thicker strands, it doesn't get greasy as fast, and that same density gives it more UV protection and durability. You basically have solar-shielded armor growing out of your head. It's also so strong it laughs in the face of humidity and can outlast heat styling like a champ. The hidden advantage: structural dominance. It blocks sunlight, traps warmth, and resists damage, all while being smooth enough to make everyone else's hair look like a tumbleweed. This type evolved to protect against dry, windy climates. So if you keep snapping hair ties, congratulations. You're just too evolutionarily advanced for modern hair accessories. Loose wavy hair. This is the "I woke up like this" texture everyone's trying to fake with a curling wand. Loose wavy hair has follicles that are slightly oval instead of round, which gives each strand that gentle S curve, just enough bend to look effortless but not enough to cause chaos. It's nature's way of saying, here, have some volume and movement, but don't get cocky. Because the waves are loose, oil doesn't slide down as easily as it does in straight hair. That keeps it looking fresh longer, but adds a touch more dryness at the ends. The texture diffuses light instead of reflecting it sharply, giving that soft, natural glow that says beach day, even if you haven't seen the ocean since 2017. Hidden advantage? It's the most adaptable hair on Earth. It can air dry straight, curl with minimal effort, and still resist humidity better than most. From an evolutionary perspective, this type likely developed in moderate climates, neither too hot nor too cold, because apparently your ancestors preferred balance and good hair days. Thick, wavy hair. This is the main character energy of all hair textures: bold, heavy, and slightly dramatic. The follicles are more oval-shaped than straight hair, bending each strand into a deeper, more pronounced S pattern. It's the kind of hair that has opinions. It doesn't just exist, it performs. It wakes up looking styled, expands in humidity just to prove a point, and somehow manages to look cinematic in the wind. Scientifically, it's thicker and more porous, meaning each strand holds onto moisture and volume like a sponge with confidence issues. Oil travels slower down the shaft, which means less grease at the roots but a higher risk of frizz if neglected. The trade-off? Endless body, rich texture, and the ability to look effortlessly good even when it's clearly in the middle of a meltdown. Hidden advantage? Adaptability and insulation. The dense waves trap warmth in cold climates yet still let air circulate when it's hot. Evolutionarily, this type developed in regions with unpredictable weather. Basically, your hair was built for plot twists. It's a texture designed to handle indecisive climates, bad haircuts, and whatever chaos your blow dryer throws at it. Big curly hair. This is where hair stops behaving and starts performing. Big curly hair is what happens when your follicles decide, straight lines, never heard of them. Each strand grows from a slightly oval follicle, twisting into full, bouncy spirals that refuse to stay still. It's the kind of hair that enters a room before you do, and probably blocks someone's view. Oil from the scalp tries to moisturize it, but gets lost somewhere around curl number 3. That's why curly hair gets dry. It's not your fault, it's geometry's. But here's the upside. The same structure gives you built-in lift, bounce, and volume for days. You don't style big curly hair, you negotiate with it. Hidden advantage? It's basically SPF 50 for your scalp. The spirals diffuse sunlight, reduce heat absorption, and literally cool your head down. Scientists think this texture evolved to survive blazing heat. Your ancestors had the original climate control system. So the next time someone complains their hair's too flat, just nod politely from behind your personal cloud of curls. Tight curly hair. Welcome to the chaos zone. Tight curly hair grows from sharply curved follicles that twist every strand into mini springs, dense, coiled, and always doing whatever they want. Each curl looks like it's plotting something. You can stretch it to twice its length and it'll still bounce back out of spite. Oil from your scalp doesn't even bother trying, it just gives up halfway down the strand. That's why moisture and leave-in conditioners are basically survival gear. But the trade-off? Strength. These strands can take more tension before breaking than most industrial fibers. Your hair could literally outlast some cables. Hidden advantage, it's evolution's multi-tool. The dense coils form a UV shield, trap air to regulate temperature, and protect the scalp like armor. Early humans basically used it as a built-in hat. So yes, tight curls are a heat-resistant, self-repairing, physics-defying masterpiece. Just one that also takes 3 business days to detangle. Defined coily hair. This is the overachiever of the curl family. Tight, springy coils so defined they look mathematically precise. Each strand zigzags from root to tip like it's been personally offended by gravity. The follicles are sharply angled, which forces the hair to loop back on itself every few millimeters. It's less wave and more architectural marvel. Because the coils are tight, oil and moisture barely make it past the first curve. That's why this hair demands hydration like it's on strike. Deep conditioner isn't a luxury, it's life support. But those same coils act like shock absorbers, making it incredibly strong, flexible, and protective. Basically, if hair types were superheroes, this one's wearing the cape. Hidden advantage, natural insulation, and defense. The dense pattern shades the scalp, locks in moisture, and creates a breathable cushion that regulates temperature. Anthropologists think this texture evolved in hot equatorial regions to protect against sun and heat, meaning your coils aren't just beautiful, they're biomechanical genius. Or, as scientists would call it, science with flair. Dense, coily hair. This is hair so coiled it breaks the rules of geometry. Each strand is a microscopic corkscrew, tightly packed into dense clusters that turn volume into an understatement. It's soft, cloud-like, and somehow both weightless and impossible to flatten. This hair doesn't lie down, it ascends. Under the microscope, the fibers twist so tightly they can trap air between them, keeping the scalp cooler in heat. It's nature's perfect thermal system. Shade, airflow, and moisture control, all in one. Sure, it might shrink up to 80% of its true length, but that's just its way of staying humble. The hidden advantage? Maximum protection and resilience. It's UV resistant, adaptive, and practically unbreakable when cared for. Evolutionarily, it's the final boss of adaptation, designed for survival under harsh sunlight and heat. So while other hair types frizz, melt, or collapse, dense coils just stand there like, nice try, humidity. Your hair isn't just style, it's evolutionary engineering with attitude. So go ahead, celebrate your built-in superpower, and subscribe for more science that proves you're way more advanced than your conditioner thinks.